What up, Aqua Kirby? I was more of a Samus fan. Just pump that shit up and just blow people away. Who is the draft that has the highest bust potential in your opinion? So highest bust potential. The reason why I'm going to go with it is because he was picked so high. I'm going to go with Tua. And the only reason why I will personally say Tua is because of the injuries. If you could tell me right now Tua's going to be 100% healthy, not worried about it. But when you draft somebody in the top 5, it does scare me the amount of lower body injuries that he's already accumulated in his young career. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Tua. I expose you. Interesting. How good will Bridgewater play, and could the Panthers look elsewhere if he underperforms? Could he play well? Yeah, I think if you're not going to get him as good as what he played last year for the Saints. And last year for the Saints, he went 5-0, took care of the football, and I think, ultimately they won football games. They signed him for 3 years, $63 million, and that's actually a pretty solid deal for what a lot of us, at least here around the office, thought that he was going to end up getting. I think he's going to be there for the next 3 years, and I think he's going to be a solid quarterback. For the Carolina Panthers, you really got to start building some extra talent around them, especially on defense, because their defense has lost, I believe it was 11 players from the last season. The biggest, being Luke Kuechly. Mr. Clutch KD 35, okay. Drew Lock MVP. If you're looking for a dark horse MVP candidate, you can go with Drew Lock, I guess. I mean, they put a lot of talent around him. KJ Hamler in the draft, Jerry Jeudy in the draft. They have Noah Fant, some solid running backs there, Melvin Gordon, Phillip Lindsay. But I can't will myself to say that a quarterback who's only played in 5 games is going to win the MVP. But hey, if you want to bet your money on it, if you want to go get his jersey, you can get it at chatsports.com/jersey sale. Let's go to Logster Gaming. Do you think Mahomes will become the GOAT? So, I mean, if the Chiefs sure hope so, right? I mean, you're paying him $450 million, can make up to $503 to be the GOAT. The only way I think that he's ever going to be considered the GOAT is if he wins 5-6 Super Bowls like Tom Brady. So, it doesn't matter the stats because the argument's always going to be, they played in different eras. The season, or like the league's a lot different now. The only way that Mahomes is going to be considered the GOAT ever, and that's just the way it's going to be, it's the whole LeBron-Michael Jordan debate, is if he wins 6 rings. If he gets the 6 rings, then we can have the conversation. So let me know who your favorite NFL player is right now. If it's Patrick Mahomes and you want to disagree, that's the point of the show. If you want to know who my favorite player is, we talk about him very frequently. Before, I've discussed Max Crosby. I see Josh Jacobs. Russell Wilson's been thrown in there. Larry Fitzgerald is a great pick. He is one of my all-time favorites as well. I also love A.J. Green. Julio Jones are some of my top guys. Mad Max, Dak Prescott. Somebody said Mitch. Appreciate it. Jerry Jeudy. Seeing a lot of Daks. Frank Gores, Michael Thomas. To the guy who's chanting Patrick Mahomes, if you want to go out and get a Patrick Mahomes or you want to get your favorite player's jersey, you can do that with the link that you see below, chatsports.com/jersey deal. So before I went live, jersey sale, chatsports.com/jersey sale. Before I went live actually today, I actually saw a jersey for $48.99. That player was a quarterback. So what I want you to do is go find that deal, because if you're a fan of that team, that's one that you need to take advantage of. These deals don't last forever, by the way, but you can get, color rushes. They are Nike jerseys, so they're high quality. It's not just some cheap jersey that we found in China and shipped it over here and put it on the show. No, these are high quality Nike jerseys, and you can get them at chatsports.com/jersey sale. It'll be in the comments. It'll be in the description below, so go out and get yourself a new jersey. I expose you. Thanks for answering my question, but this question is, can P.J. Walker, lead to new paths to the NFL? Oh boy, as there are in the NBA. So P.J. Walker's a fun player. I think if there would have been an MVP for the XFL, P.J. Walker would have gotten it. So P.J. is going to play the backup, I guess, to Teddy Bridgewater. You could also throw out the name Will Grier there, but maybe they don't really have a lot of confidence in Will Grier. At least, their new head coach doesn't. Matt Rule. He's a fun mobile quarterback, but it's so hard to be able to see what's going to happen this offseason because it's unlike any year. And for a player like P.J. Walker, I really would have loved to see what he could do, in the offseason or in some preseason games. But with only 2 preseason games, I don't really think he's going to have the ability to really show what he can do. But I love the question. I like the deep thought and appreciate the super chat. Let's go to Sansana. Do you agree that the Cowboys have the number one offense going into the 2020 season? I do not agree. But I do think that they have a top 5 offense. So when I think about the best offenses in the NFL, I mean, I'm going to throw Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, out there. I'm going to throw the Baltimore Ravens in there. A team that a lot of people don't like to talk about, but I think their offense is solid. It's the San Francisco 49ers. We'll see now after the injury to their star receiver. You got the Dallas Cowboys are in there, and then it's the Saints. So I guess if I had to rank it, it'd be Chiefs 1, Ravens 2, Saints 3, and then the Dallas Cowboys at number 4. I think that's pretty fair. And yeah, I see somebody saying the Raiders. As much as I respect the Raiders, I don't think the Raiders are there. The Cardinals are in my top 10 as well. The Seahawks have a good offense. Maybe if they let Russell Wilson sling it, then you could potentially see it. But until that happens, I can't put them there. All right, remember to use hashtag NFL, or you can super chat. Shout out to Jackson Wicket. Earl Thomas still a top safety, strong safety. What would you rank him? Do I still think that he's a top, safety in the league? Yes, I do. He's not top 5 in my opinion. He might be top 10. If I remember off the top of my head, I believe, PFF rated him as the 11th best safety last season. But the Ravens have a ton of talent in that secondary. He's still a leader. He is still one of the best, I'll say, ball hawks in the league, but he's definitely lost a step. But when you go from being probably the best safety in the league, you are going to lose a step here and there. So, Jackson, I appreciate the question. So, do you guys like free stuff? Just a genuine question. Do you like things that are free? Give me a Y for yes, or give me an N for no. Like, who doesn't like free? Seriously, do you want something for free? If you want something for free, I want you to type Y for yes, because I got something for free. Okay, if you want something for free, Chat Sports 100% for the next 365 days. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, which is below. It's gigantic, and it also says subscribe. Or if that's too difficult for you to find, we will end up putting the subscribe link in the comments. It'll be in the description. All I'm trying to do is say, hey, the more subscribers we get, the more videos we do. And Tom said the only way he's coming on the show is if you hit subscribe. So there you go. If you want to see Tom, hit that sub button. Go to Jalen. Oh, boy. Novel. Do you really believe that Tyrod Taylor can lead the Chargers to the playoffs, or will he soon again get benched by another rookie quarterback? Because I really don't see him as a good starter. I think that he is an okay starting caliber quarterback. I just think right now we're really spoiled with the amount of good quarterbacks that are in the NFL. However, I agree with you. I don't think that Tyrod Taylor is good enough to lead the Chargers to the playoffs, considering the fact that the Broncos are a good team, the Raiders are a good team, and I don't think that they're better than the Kansas City Chiefs. But the fact that they drafted Justin Herbert out of Oregon, number 6 overall, that tells me also that the Chargers weren't 100% sold on Tyrod Taylor, no matter what they said. And no, I'm also not confident in Easton Stick either. So I don't think the Chargers are a playoff caliber team, but I do think they have a playoff caliber defense, and I do think they have a lot of playoff caliber pieces around their quarterbacks. What's up, Will? MVP, Big Ben, he's back. So I understand that Big Ben's back, but so for those of you that don't know, the UCL is a wicked, wicked injury. It's a lot more popular in baseball. It's a lot of times known as like Tommy John surgery. Until I see Ben Roethlisberger throw a lot of footballs, I'm not going to be confident in the arm being back to what it was, because there's a lot of players I'm confident stayed in shape. There's a lot of players that I'm confident that did the right things in the offseason. I don't know if y'all seen the pictures, but maybe if Ben wasn't addicted to something else, but who knows? Maybe his addiction did, make his arm a little bit stronger. Let's go to Adam. What's up, man? Do teams who have a tough schedule benefit in the playoffs because they are more used to the tougher competition? No, I don't think that they benefit from it, because I can also make the argument if you have a tougher schedule, you're probably going to lose more games, and then that makes it tougher for you to make the playoffs. So I think for any NFL team, as long as you get in and you're playing hot at the right moment, you can win the Super Bowl. And the Titans didn't win it last year, but they are proof because they're not better than the Ravens, and I didn't think they were better than the Patriots either. But they were playing good football. They beat both those teams. The prime example of it is the New York Giants, who were 9-7, ended up beating the undefeated Patriots. You just got to get in, because if you get in, then you have a chance to win. So I respectfully disagree. So who's the worst team in the National Football League? We always, tell you, hey, shout out the best player, shout out the MVP. Who do you think right now is the worst team in the league? I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars, because I think they are trying to be the worst team in the league. So This is also going to end up being the last question. So if you want to get your question on real quick, you can super chat, then we'll get it on. So I see the Jags, they're flowing in here very, very heavily. Somebody said the Raiders. I think that's just to trigger me. Yeah, it's looking like it's the Jags. I do see a Washington in there thrown in as well. What else? Redskins, Jags, Raiders, Titans, Cardinals. I want you to continue to shout out who the worst team here is in the NFL. And if you haven't yet, hey, hit that subscribe button. You can give us an extra like. If you want to see Tom come on the show, you can all start chanting Tom right now because he's trying to get pumped up. He's got the Rocky music in the background. He's starting to do some fist pumping stuff. Oh, man, he's even dropped down and gave 10 push-ups. So if you want Tom to come on the show, I see Rashard Lee does. Start typing Tom. Ricard Mania says yes. Kevin Otto still going for the Jags. Who is the worst team in the National Football League?